Greetings and welcome everyone to an all-you-can-geek Moviecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Heyo.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Welcome guys, welcome listeners, welcome viewers. We're live right now on Twitch. I just got the notification because I subscribe. So you can subscribe as well. And then you get notified. If you do miss these live broadcasts, we are over on YouTube. Actually, all the content's on YouTube. There's a much better retention plan there over on YouTube. Unlike Twitch, Twitch keeps the records for like a week. So if you can't catch these live broadcasts, YouTube is probably your best bet. So be sure to subscribe over there so you can get notified when we post. This week we've got Moviecast coming up here talking about maybe some leaks. We got a Gamecast coming up tonight talking about the Game Awards. So stay tuned for all of that, and make sure you check it out. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out both episodes. All right, guys. What have we been up to? For me, the big thing for me I saw Zootopia 2. So that was crazy, by the way. So
You're part of the $1 billion.
Yeah, I mean, so I went on Saturday at 1 o'clock because I went to the Hackettstown Theater by me, which is a lunch kind of stuff. I thought that would be nice. And I thought it would be emptier for me because I kind of have to stay a little bit away from people right now. So, but unfortunately, I was wrong. The movie theater was completely sold out, and it was crazy. I could not believe 1 o'clock on a Saturday. Is this week 3 at this point? Is this week 3 or week 4?
3?
Excuse me. I think it's week 3. It was sold out. I was like, holy crap. So great movie though. I have to say, like they really. I don't want to say it's like Incredibles to Incredibles 2, but it was like they really like picked up where they left off kind of thing, and brought the feel, sort of the vibe back of the old movie, but made it new. And I was kind of worried myself about the amount of cameos, which I know about, but kids don't. So I was like, okay, are they going to cram too many characters into this movie? But they did a great job, I think, and they also mixed in that humor that we talked about, where it's kind of a good mix for kids and adults to enjoy the movie. So they did a great job with that, and that's why it's probably doing so well. We talked about it last week, and it is, what is it at right now? I mean, this thing's going crazy. It's at last week it did. Yeah, it did 25 million last week in the theaters. It's 1.1 billion worldwide. Yeah, I mean the whole
that one though. It's the $1 billion movie there.
Yeah,
I do think it's funny that what was it, the director or somebody was like, we need to get Keanu Reeves to play a character called Bobby Llama.
Bobby, yeah, that would be cool for the third one. They were talking about that. So if you go to see this, there is a post credits, so you can check that out if you go to see it. There's good credits too. You can enjoy the credits, but there is a post credit scene because we were the only ones left in the theater when the post credits came on, which was funny because the entire place cleared out. But that was the big movie for me this week. I was excited to watch Fallout because Fallout got moved up to today, but it's not until 9 o'clock tonight. So when you guys are watching this, it will have launched, but we can't talk about it yet because we haven't seen it. So I haven't seen that yet. I am watching currently an hour and a half into F1. I haven't finished it. I just paused. I just stopped it to come in to do the podcast. So I started it today. And I don't know why I started it with only an hour and a half available, but I was like, I want to start movie. Yeah, that's the thing. I saw the time and I'm like, well, okay, I can break this up a little bit. But now I'm like, I was watching it and I'm watching the time for our podcast and I'm like, crap, come on, finish this scene so I can come in. You know what I mean? Like I wonder what's the rest of the scene. So it's a mark of a very good movie so far. Hour and a half in, I get why this is up there on people's lists for how good it is. This has been an excellent movie so far. So I can't wait to talk about it next week. But that's the big stuff for me this week. I've done a lot of cramming into this week, so I had a lot of Christmas shopping I had to do, so I couldn't really watch much. And I played some stuff, so we'll talk about that on the Gamecast. So stay tuned. Tony, anything for you?
Yeah, big thing for me was Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, I'm going to check that out tomorrow. I believe tomorrow night's my plan for that. So.
That's utterly fantastic. Like,
is it?
I said it before with the last one with Glass Onion, after the first one. But if Ryan Johnson does nothing but make these movies every couple of years,
he's got plans for a fourth already.
Yeah, no, I know, and I appreciate that. Like, just keep this going because it's just so, like, I want to say fun, even though, you know, it's always about somebody dying in a murder mystery, but it is, because there's that mystery, that intrigue. The character's always like really crazy, over the top, and this cast especially just did a really good job of making you believe what the setting was in this one. And I don't want to give too much away, because I think
it's a mystery.
Yeah, so. The less you know about it, obviously, the better. But I'll say the secondary protagonist in this, because obviously Daniel Craig's the primary one. I think the character's name is Judd, played by Josh O'Connor. Fantastic. Like, he's probably my favorite, or second favorite, secondary protagonist, because he did a fantastic job acting and making you feel the plight and emotions of the character. So, really fantastic job. Some awesome special guests, or I guess starring power, because, you know, it seems like everybody wants to be it, right? And you have
on board. Yeah,
it's funny because you had Josh Brolin, obviously, as like you know, who's done Thanos and Cable and stuff. And then we had the guy that got away from the snowplow, Jeremy Renner, and is just like, you know, like, just fucking piece of shit, but whatever. Other than that, great, fantastic. Recommend. Definitely watch.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that one out. That's next. Like I said, I got a lot of time coming up the next 6 days, so I'll be watching some movies. Oh, and I do want to check out. Did anybody see the Running Man? I do want to see it. Like, it looks like it's going to be at least fun.
It should be coming to streaming very soon.
Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be coming real fast.
I saw it on my list. I think I'm going to be watching it like this week. It comes out. I think it's out today or tomorrow. So I look at like, I'm not expecting a blockbuster movie with that one, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Like, I want to see this one, but I'll watch this one first. This is definitely happening right away. I keep seeing it. I'm like, I got to start this, but I knew F1 came out, and I was like, I got to watch F1 first. I owe it to a couple of my coworkers were recommending it, and I think Corey was. I forget who all recommended it on here, but you probably all did to me. So I apologize, Tony, if you strongly recommended F1.
No, I did. It's just funny because I go back and I'm just busting your balls here, but. Whatever what was it I recommended?
You do it all. I do it all the time,
and I was like, wait,
and
what?
I finally watch it. I'm like, hey, this is good. What was it? Because
I think it was Cyberpunk, or
I think it was Churro that was shocked that I hadn't seen it. Churro, I know you're watching.
Arcane was one.
Oh, Arcane. That's what it was. Arcane. It was definitely Arcane.
Yeah.
It was definitely Arcane. Because I was like,
it took me forever to watch it. And there was a lot of movie. There was a movie that it took me forever to watch, and I finally watched it. And you're like, yes, it's good. I said this already. Yeah. And I can't remember what that movie was. So I don't remember, but
yeah, no, I'm just busting your balls.
I know, it's fine, it's cool. Anything else, or
no? I mean,
just that one.
Just watching Seinfeld too, and almost at the end.
Okay.
So that has gotten really weird. Where, like, man, they just come up with so weird settings. Like, I would love to know what kind of writing process they had, because one of the latest episodes I saw was I think Kramer found a good parking lot for them to use because it was cheap per month, but it turned out that the place was using it, like, lending the cars out to hookers so they could, like, bang clients. And I was like, what is this plot line? Like, how do you come up with something like that? Like, yeah, we'll have an entire episode where, like, people's cars are getting, you know, fucked in by prostitutes and their tricks. It's like, and then of course somehow Kramer has to wind up in an outfit that makes him look like a pimp. You know, starting with the cane in the episode. So, like, I'm seeing this joke come a mile away, but that's, you know, probably wasn't back in the 90s. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, all right, Corey.
Oh, I also saw Wake Up Dead Man.
Nice, cool. Not good?
Not have the same feelings that Tony did.
Ooh.
Didn't? What?
Wow.
Really?
I thought the acting was fantastic also. I just did not really feel as highly, like, intrigued by the mysteries and the theming, I guess, as the other ones. I felt like the first one and the second one were more clever in ways. I do agree with Judd. Like, I think he was fantastic in this as the main character of the film. I just don't feel like our, you know, star guy, Daniel Craig. What is his name again? I don't even remember his name.
Daniel Craig.
Oh, yeah.
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. Yeah, LeBlanc. Yeah.
I just don't feel like he was as I didn't like his character in this as much as I did in the other films.
I feel like he was even in the second one. He was more. He's a little different than he was in the first. Like the first movie, I thought was still the best. Like out of the two that I've seen,
I feel
the
like
first
he's
one I thought was the best. But
getting
he was a little
more and more over the top. Like he was like here's here in the first one, then he gets here in the second one, and now he's like here in this third one. And that's where I was like,
I'm trying to think what you're talking about in regards to him being.
Well, I can tell you he was, or in Glass Onion, he was like very.
Yeah, I could see from like the first to second movie. Yeah, there was definitely a step up.
He gets more.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think of what could have been in the third. You don't have to say it, obviously, because.
No, I mean it's cool, and I love these films. Like I want to see more movies like this, like the murder mysteries. I love that.
Yeah, I love murder mysteries.
I love the reveals and everything, and how it all comes together. I think, for me personally, this one did not reach the high highs as the other ones. So that's all.
Okay. The mystery wasn't as good.
I mean, I think the first one is definitely by far the best. Like it's just like we say all the time. The first one, when you don't see things coming, literally or figuratively, where it's like a breakthrough, it's like amazing. And then the sequels can, vary in range, but
it can, exactly, like the M. Night Shyamalan's like, all right, when's the twist happening? Like we know it's coming.
You're starting to get used to it. Yeah.
Like at least here, you know what you're getting into, and it's more about can you figure it out as the characters are going through. And for me, this one felt like they were purposely doing like certain shots and doing certain things that made it more difficult for the viewer. To figure out what was going on.
I feel like but I feel like that's good because, like, I mean, look, I haven't seen the movie yet. You don't want to make it too
yes
easy.
And no, but like I think we don't want to make it too easy. But I don't think you need like I felt like they purposely did things to throw you off instead of making it more natural. That's what I felt when I was watching it. It just seemed like after like the movie was over, I just felt like that one scene there. I felt like okay, that doesn't make sense to me. Like this doesn't add up. Like it didn't need to be there. That was way out of
interesting
sorts for me. But like I said, I want more of these movies and the character LeBlanc. I do want more of him, and I wanted more of him in this movie as well.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Like that, I could definitely see where it's like I feel they don't want to they want to share the screen time, right? Because I mean, he definitely doesn't have as much of the percentage wise as he did in the first two movies. So I could definitely get that criticism, but
but like it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I wasn't as high on it as Tony.
No, that's totally fair.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Corey? That's it.
That's the big thing of note. Yeah. So that's
right. Mike. Anything, Mike?
I think so.
No. Are you checking out Fallout Season 2? That'll be the night.
I probably will at some point.
Yeah, at some point. I'm gonna watch it. I can't wait to watch it. Like, I gotta finish F1 tonight, but I will probably try to watch Fallout because I gotta be up in the morning early. But we'll see. I'm finishing F1 tonight, so all right. Let's get, like I said, we mentioned the box office. We already went into that really. So 25 million was the leader with Zootopia 2. Let's see, Five Nights at Freddy's at 19.4. Wicked was third. Opening this week is kind of, I mean, it's going to do well. Avatar, Fire and Ash, it's going to do really well internationally, and I'm sure
I think it's going to do well. I actually think this might be the final, like...
It might start to drop.
I think we're definitely seeing a big drop. Like, I think it still clears $1 billion, but I don't know. The reviews haven't been as good as the others, at least from what I saw.
No, definitely not.
Changed?
Yeah, it definitely has.
But also, this one looks more interesting.
Right? No, I agree. I think this one actually looks more interesting than the second one. The second one I didn't care about. This one, whatever. But I feel like James Cameron is getting ahead of like potentially this one being the last one, because he made some vague comments like, "Oh, if it doesn't make whatever ridiculous number, that's it." Like, because it has to, right? Because these are just too big to not do the huge blockbuster
numbers.
So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I think it'll do good domestically and internationally. But I don't think it'll approach $2 billion. But we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's a number. That's a huge number, especially with the international box office being weird. But like I said, this one does look interesting. I'm gonna definitely, I'm gonna not be able to see it in the theaters, but maybe I will. We'll see. But I'll check it out as soon as I can. I did watch the other one at home, the sequel, but it was very much like the first one. So like, I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. That'll be the big movie coming up this week. All right, let's get into some news. We got a couple things in the movie side of the news. We've got some bad news. We'll start with the bad news first. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were unfortunately found dead.
Not just
this was on
murder.
Sunday night. Murder. Yeah, so it turned out it was murder by their kid, their son, which is insane. I saw the news break Sunday night where they said they found 2 bodies, and I'm like, how do you announce that like that at Rob Reiner's home? And I'm like, that's not good. And then I woke up the next morning and it's like all hell broke loose with, unfortunately it was a murder. And it's like, you forget, he had so many iconic films. Princess Bride, I just watched that when I was in the hospital. I just watched that. I love that movie. That is a great. Yes, and Spinal Tap. He's got this is Spinal, and they just had the sequel come out for that. Which after what it was 40 years sequel in the making. It was he had such iconic stuff. It's crazy to think. He was 78, but not. That's got nothing to do with the fact that how this happened.
Not that old in the grand scheme of things.
No, it's not anymore. That's the crazy part. It's really not. We're just talking about. I think last week we were talking about like Al Pacino coming back to acting and stuff like that with Heat. Weren't we talking about Heat last week? I think we were.
Yeah, we were.
So we're just talking about these older actors coming back, and Rob Reiner was actually a really great actor as well. It's crazy, unfortunately, to hear that news and just how to
Yeah.
But let's see. In other news, we had the Supergirl trailer drop, which may or may not like. I've heard a lot of dislikes. I hope it's fun. I don't know if it's going to be fun. I don't know how I like Jason Momoa as Lobo. I just don't know how that's going to work.
Why? He seems to be the perfect actor for the character.
Yes, but I don't know. This movie's I don't even know his character at all, and I don't know anything about Supergirl. I guess that kind of is another point. But
you can not like the character, but Jason Momoa playing the character seems like ideal.
I'm not. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna say I dislike the trailer, but I have a feeling like Tony and Mike, both of you guys didn't have a good feeling for it, right? Tony, you were shaking your head. I know Mike, definitely you were talking about it, right?
It's just, from what I do know of Supergirl, I don't picture her, using weapons and flying in multiple spaceships all the time.
This is supposed to be based on a comic.
Right.
This is based on the comic, directly.
There's comics are you write comics, you cover stories over the course of 70 years. You got to come up with some crazy shit every now and then. But
so you just don't think they should use this one? But
I just don't feel like
I don't know.
This gets to what the sort of essence of what this character normally is. But whatever.
Yeah. Tony?
I don't know. I don't know too much about Supergirl myself. Most of my things have been from the cartoons. Apparently it's based on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, whatever, which apparently is a very regarded run. Apparently, I don't know. Which is whatever. If it is, it's fine, right? But my issue has nothing to do with that at all. It's mostly the tonal. Where I'm just like, this just feels like they're trying to force the Guardians vibe, right? And I know some people said that about Superman, which to a degree I could be like, okay, I see what you're saying, but this feels absolutely like Supergirl is just female Star-Lord, that she's a girl failure, right? Star-Lord is a boy failure. We're just kind of she kind of even looks a little dirty almost.
She's got that look.
She definitely
party
does.
Girl,
shoveled. Let's say the shoveled.
When you said it, I'm like,
she's somehow
accurate.
Drunk all the time, and it'll be interesting to see how they make her.
She
drunk.
survived the destruction of her planet, failed on her mission
to be fair,
protect her.
I would say Star-Lord looks
nephew.
dirty too. I'm not that it's not supposed to be sexist.
It's not.
I would classify them, but you both look a little dirty. Get in the shower, kind of.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I state that for the record. But it's just
when you. Yeah, it's supposed to be that look. It's supposed to be that look.
Which
I think.
I guess,
well,
but
it's a dirty cosmic universe.
The
Apparently,
thing is,
you got Lobo in it, so.
Yeah.
But why? Out of all the things, if I were to expand the universe, Earth would be the dirtiest place. Like, we humans would be the dirtiest things in the universe, not, a super.
You're thinking small, man. Thinking small. It could be dirtier.
Man, I don't know. Like, just if I had superpowers and flying around, like, okay, I guess maybe if I did that, I would look dirty too. But if I got a spaceship, then why not? I don't know. But anyway, it's the vibes and the whole...
dirtiness for her seems to come from the substance abuse, which is different than Star-Lord.
Is it?
Kind of weird.
Is it? I don't know.
We'll find out.
We'll see. Like, I do want to see what she looks like, not in her like costume and how she's going around, the movie. Because I'm definitely not seeing this in theater after Superman. It'll definitely be a Netflix. I'm assuming by the time it's out. Maybe we'll see.
It's true. We'll get into that. Yeah, Corey, did you like the trailer or no? We'll get into Netflix.
Fine. Like, I thought that it was cool to see Lobo. Like, I'm excited for Lobo actually. I'm more excited for Lobo than I am for Supergirl. But
we'll see.
I think
we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Like, I don't know. It's like I hope that the take that they're going with here is just the opening for the character and just like, hey, we gotta show her at their lowest point so then we can bring her back up and stuff. But I don't know.
Here's the thing.
Again, there's not much that I was liked about Superman, so anything that's different than that, I'm more excited
Here's
for.
The thing. Here's the thing. If they don't go for that ensemble type, like, found family kind of thing, I will be surprised. Because right now I'm calling it that like female sidekick she's with and Lobo by the end of the movie, it'll be like, oh, we're both, Isle of Misfit Toys, and like we could be
maybe like
found family.
I mean, it might be like Guardians of their galaxy. Yeah.
I know is if we see anything about her biological father, he is going to be unequivocally evil. So.
Well, no, I mean it's apparently spoiler, I guess, but apparently this does tie more into where the next Superman movie is going with Brainiac, right? So we're gonna get, I guess, that was the philosophy behind going from Superman to Supergirl, because her experience of Krypton or whatever was left of Krypton or something, I don't know, is different than obviously Kal-El's, who didn't have that kind of experience. So whatever.
She was like a teenager, right? So
she got to live. Yeah, comic logic where it's like, oh, I was older than you before things happened, but now you're older. Whatever, stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's not this found family thing, I will be surprised and maybe it'll be interesting. But like now I just see it, I'm just like,
yeah, it might be. You might be right. So play it safe is what he's doing.
All right, like I said, I'm more excited for this than I am was for Superman.
All right.
So I guess maybe I'm the most hopeful.
Well, as
ironic,
maybe, as Tony had alluded to here, Warner Brothers Discovery, we talked about that for a while now. This well, not a while, but it's been going on for a little bit, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So Warner Brothers Discovery was obviously selling. Netflix has bought them for $87 billion. Then there was the hostile takeover bid from Paramount Skydance, which we talked about last week, of like $100 billion. And apparently, on the reports this week, today, I believe, Warner Brothers is planning to reject Paramount Skydance Corp's hostile takeover bid due to concerns about financing and other terms. People familiar with the matter said. This is reporting from Bloomberg. So, looks like it's going towards Netflix, as Tony had said before. So we will see it there. DC Universe into Netflix. Netflix has been out this whole week talking about how much they admire Warner Brothers' catalog of movies and how they want to keep that tradition alive.
And you know what? Good, because honestly, Warner Brothers doesn't even care about Warner Brothers' legacy. Like the whole thing with what was it, the Wile E. Coyote movie?
Acme.
The Acme. Like, look at that. Look at what they did with Batwoman or Batgirl, whatever it was. Why does it keep happening? Like Warner Brothers, I'm sorry, like
they're just tax write-offs. It's just they don't care. It's like it's just the numbers.
Right, and that was my big issue back when even like Justice League, because they rushed that movie out because all those C-level executives wanted to make their year-end bonus for that movie making a certain amount. And I'm like, no, that needed some more time in the oven or some more rewrites or whatever. But instead they just rushed it out. And I'm just like, you can't keep doing this. You're losing more and more people. And, 5 or 6 years later, we got the reboot. So,
Yeah. That's it. I mean, we talked about it last week. Warner Brothers doesn't value its own IPs because we don't see enough. They have tons of great IPs and they never touch them. So that's in the gaming side and on the movie side. So another purchase, like I said, Netflix. Maybe we'll be able to use that stuff a little better.
The lesser of two
it's
evils.
Mismanagement.
It's
mismanagement.
Yeah,
it is lesser of two evils in my opinion. I agree with you. Like Paramount owning it is not a good idea. Netflix owning them is pretty bad too. But
yeah, again, I wouldn't want it to happen.
Yes, acceptable considering the alternative. So I agree with you on that. And
it's still better than it's staying in Zavlov's hands.
Well, that's the other part. You get mismanagement done, and you get a new company in there. What's that?
Is he still going to be there though?
Yeah, they said they're going to work with him. We will see.
It'll be just like fucking what's his name, Kotick. It'll probably have a year of transition power, and then here you go, your giant golden.
Here's your big
parachute to retirement.
Yep. So that looks like that's going to happen there. So that's good. Other news, we've got, we talked about the Game Awards on the Gamecast, but we will mention on this one, the Game Awards brought out the Street Fighter cast, and that was pretty cool. They dropped a teaser trailer, which looked just ridiculous, and I think that's awesome. Clearly, they're going for the not taking themselves too seriously vibe, and I think I think that's great for them. I mean, Dan's in the movie. But
I will say though, Dan, the guy who plays Dan, which is Schultz or something, couldn't shave his mustache for the role. Come on.
I know. That's weird.
Do it.
It was funny at the Game Awards because they had to talk shit about Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, I thought it was
also speaking of Momoa, he's also in this movie too.
Yeah, that's right. He was the last one out, and for this movie Blanca, and he's excited for that. I mean, he's a nerd too. I know he is. These are like dream roles for him. He gets to play Lobo. He got to play Aquaman. He gets to do the Blanca role here. And like I said, after seeing the teaser, I'm very happy they're going an opposite route. Nothing wrong with Mortal Kombat. I didn't think it was a terrible movie at all, but I felt like this movie really didn't need to go that route of taking itself seriously. Like, I think doing this is the right call. I think it's going to be a lot more fun. Over the top ridiculous. I can't wait for it. And I did love them throwing shade at Mortal Kombat. They're all here, and oh no, they're not. So that was pretty funny. But anything else, guys?
Not love. It was not well received. It seemed like
the teaser. If they were expecting something serious, then they're wrong.
Not the teaser. No, his joke about Mortal Kombat. Like,
oh yes,
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But there's always a rivalry between these two franchises.
I think that's perfect. Yeah, there always was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Lastly, I'm not going to mention specifics here because it's so new, but there's been some Marvel leaks. They're on Twitter, on X, or whatever you want to call that shit now. So be careful if you're going on there and you have that feed. But so Doomsday, the trailer has leaked, and also Spider-Man Brand New Day. And you would think that these are... Yeah, so that leaked, apparently. And I thought that was like just a bunch of AI built. It's a really crappy video. It's really bad. Like, I didn't even want to watch it. But
you did.
They DCMA'd it. There's copyright calls from Marvel already on these. So, yeah, I think that kind of legitimizes the leaks. 100%. Yeah. So this trailer for Doomsday I did watch. It's a little better quality. It's a teaser. So we'll keep
Apparently
it
there's 4 of them.
Yes, 4.
And there will be 4. So there will be 4. And now I know which direction they're going. And I think it's cool. But I'm wondering how they're going to do it because of the mix of characters. So we'll see. But I thought it was a fun. I'm sure it's a great teaser attached to. I believe it's attached to Avatar.
Avatar this week.
Yeah. So we will get the actual teaser shortly, the real one, which is that, but better quality. So you will see it soon. And we can talk about it next week. Brand New Day. Like I said, I didn't really watch. It was really bad quality, and I'm like, I don't need this leak. I'll wait for the actual teaser to come out. It's got to be close then.
What I will say about Brand New Day and the production of this movie is people are still speculating on what role Sadie Sink is playing.
I was just about to say, I saw some tweet the other day about it, and I was like, wait, what was it? Like,
this movie's wrapped filming, and people still don't know. That's crazy. That's like good on them.
Good on them, yeah, absolutely.
It's great on them. Yeah, it's great on them. They've changed what she's been doing since every time. Almost every bit of news that comes out, it's different every time. So good on them. This was the shooting where they had all the awesome looking like backgrounds for Spider. Like I think I have this background on my phone. Like this is
Yeah.
like that's from
yeah,
that's
this is-
from
yeah.
this
Yeah.
like the artsy shots they're getting from
Yeah.
this movie are insane.
Yeah.
And so I can't wait for this
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Plus,
movie.
they did the practical swinging effects, even though
Yeah.
what's his name was like, "Don't do it, it looks stupid."
Yeah.
The other director.
Yeah.
Speaking of trailers and Sadie Sink, Jim, do not watch the trailer for part 2 of Stranger Things until you watch part
Yeah.
1 of Stranger
Don't worry.
Things, because that trailer will spoil the entire first part.
Yeah, I won't watch it. When the part 2's dropping shortly, right? Like
Next
it's
week.
Part
next
2
week.
is Christmas.
Yeah, next week. Yeah. So I got to get this in this week. Well, I'll be getting it in. I got time. So I'll be getting it all in. So,
Got a lot.
but yeah, I got a lot of time coming up. So, yeah. So that's the bit of news. That's the movie cast. I think we got through all the news. Yeah, we did. So that's gonna wrap up this movie cast, folks. Stay tuned for the Gamecast. We got the Game Awards to talk about. We got also a little bit of news that came out today to go over. So stay tuned for all that stuff. It's fun stuff. I think it came out today. Once again, we're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. So thank you for joining us if you did join us live. If you can't join these live broadcasts over on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on the Gamecast. We are out. There we go. Cool. Running out of seltzer. Okay.
Like, you might want to reconnect because your audio and your video are not in sync right now.
It's lagging a little bit. I thought it was
I
my
wonder
feet,
if
but
I'm probably going in the wrong thing. Let me see something.
change it.
Can you
Change it real
still
quick.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's coming from the phone.
I think we're still live on Twitch, by the way.